current woes in the judiciary are the latest in a myriad of challenges that have bedeviled the government for months. But the executive and parliament are equally caught in a web of hiccups that have proved to be a nightmare for Uhuru Kenyatta's first 6 months as president. So what ails the government? Ben Kitili has an in-depth look.
President Uhuru Kenyatta inherited a nation in transition and was immediately tasked with spearheading the unprecedented, expensive implementation of the new constitutional order. 7 months into office, the challenges of grounded Kenyatta and little in government seems to be working. The latest eyesore for the Kenyatta administration has been coming from unlikely quarters, the judiciary. This following the Judicial Service Commission's dismissal of Gladys Sholei as Chief Registrar of the Judiciary and back-and-forth accusations of corruption in the judiciary. Analysts attribute the recent degeneration of the judiciary to a quiet succession battle.
There have also been talk that the CJI is not fully in control. For example, recent talk is that there are commissioners who are much more stronger than him and who can rule him outrightly.
And the executive has been having its own rather unique problems. Deputy President William Ruto has had to drop his duties to attend court at the ICC, and President Kenyatta is engaged in frantic efforts to avoid having to spend a good part of his presidency attending his own ICC trial beginning this November.
Whether you look at it symbolically or in terms of functionally, it certainly has an impact on the way the government is run.
As if that is not enough trouble, the country is caught up in the stranglehold of crime, with the coastal region embroiled in never-ending killings of religious leaders and the attendant riots and lawlessness. Gang murder in central Kenya is spiraling out of control, and the recent terror attack on the Westgate shopping mall has just exposed Kenya's soft underbelly in mitigating security threats.
If you look at what happened at Westgate the other day, it is very clear that the president was most of the time not receiving the correct information.
The executive has also been caught up in a number of administrative gaffes over appointments and other governance issues that analysts say could have been handled better.
And how is he going to provide that leadership? First, by ensuring that he is working with the people who have got the core competencies.
The third arm of government, Parliament, is also seemingly unable to adjust to its new role and to provide effective oversight on the executive. The two sides still caught in old political wars, pitting Jubilee against CORD. It is barely 7 months into the Uhuru Kenyatta administration, 7 months that have been characterized by numerous challenges where nothing seems to go right for any arm of government. And this has led to the disillusionment of many Kenyans. Well, Kenyans will be hoping for better days ahead. Ben Kitili, KTN, Nairobi.